Aquaman can too beat Wonder Woman.
No, she's a goddess, he's a guppy.
Man, we always do this.
Shooting the Injustice spots, man, was a lot of fun. It was easy. If you look at the commercial, it's very basic. There's, let me see, there's one shot as we're walking in, one shot in flashback, one shot in flashback, one shot in the present, and then a button. So that's literally 5 different shots. So in terms of ease, very simple job. You don't really need that much whiz bang because the game is going to crazily come on like within 20 seconds of the spot beginning, and all that footage looks fantastic. So all we have to do is kind of set up the joke and stuff. So we kept it real simple, and because it's real simple, it's real fun, you know. And also doing it with Jason is fun. I've known him for years. That sounds dirty, but I didn't mean it like that.
Superman can't too beat Batman until Batman wants us the kryptonite.
But shooting something with him where he's right next to me, feels comfortable and familiar and whatnot. But also it was fun. He brought, like, Aquaman's got mad sharks, and that's a wonderful button for it. So that's pure muse, and thank God he was there for that.
Yes, Aquaman got mad sharks!
So who's the better gamer between you two?
Easily him, hands down. He spends a lot of time gaming. My gaming comes in waves, and it depends what it is. Like, I'll play an EA NHL game from now until the cows come home. A lot of first-person games like Halo and God of War and stuff like that. I don't play those games, but I do like fighting games. Like, I was a big Mortal Kombat guy, so this game so up my alley, not just because it came from like Ed Boon and whatnot, but also it's my favorite characters. I'm a big DC guy, and it's not like DC fighting the Capcom characters or fighting or the Mortal Kombat characters. This time they get to fight each other. It's something you never could do before, really, and the fights are astounding. It's like games are so far advanced beyond like where my limited ability to play them was born in the 80s. We were Pong kids. So to watch a game like this come to life where everything's kind of realistic and the environments are destroyable, like it's beyond simply sitting in front of a game anymore. You're enveloped in a cinematic experience. So it's tough to compete with this. It's easy to walk away from filmmaking when games look this good because you're like, I can't compete with this.
So a little while back, Jason told us that there was going to be a Jay and Silent Bob video game. Are there any actual plans for that?
We did an iPad game that was called Fly, Fat Ass Fly, and one called Let Us Dance, and they were cute. We did them on the iPad, but no controller games or anything like that yet. That'd be fantastic. Somebody, when the commercial started playing that we did, a lot of people on Twitter were like, you should make Blunt Man and Chronic, those are two superhero characters, like DLC, like downloadable content character skins or whatever, and you know, you don't have the heart to break it to them, like, dude, nobody knows who Blunt Man and Chronic are. Like 5 people know those characters and stuff. So it's nice to be thought of, but it's a game I like to sit there and just watch and appreciate. It's put together with such craftsmanship and love too. Like, aside from the fun playability of it, and it's fun and you can lose hours doing it, to just step back and look at it, man, it's a thing of beauty. So much attention to detail was put into every frame. Background characters that just make you smile and stuff while you're in the midst of beating up Aquaman or something. It's truly a game not just for any DC Comics fan, but people who like fighting games. I mean, Mortal Kombat cats, Ed and whatnot. These are cats that practically invented the fighting game we all know and love. So to see them take characters on that we all know and love, going even further back, such a great thing and a cool thing, man. Fun to play. My God, they delivered an insanely playable game. You know, that's just like you could sit there with your friend and he makes noises like hip-a-doog. Any game that like brings Jason to the edge of the couch is cool by me.
What's your favorite memory that you can share when playing video games as a kid?
Let me see, man. Well, it depends. If you go into my mid-20s, my favorite memory is beating the Rocky and Bullwinkle game. It was a Sega Genesis game. Very simple scroller game and all based around the adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. And I beat it over the course of like 2 months, which is embarrassing to admit. It took me a while to get there. There was one cliff that gave me a lot of hard times. But when I beat it, man, I remember I literally called everyone I knew, including my mother, to be like, I beat that game. And my mom, who's not a gamer by any stretch of the imagination, was like, oh, Tiger, I know how important that was to you. So, and that was me at age like 23, 24. Now, going further back into childhood, man, just getting a game, you were happy because those cartridges were way expensive and whatnot. So you get your hands on something like, I remember when the E.T. game came out, and they were hyping it for a long time. Activision made it and stuff. They're like, here comes the E.T. game. I think it was Activision, Parker Brothers. I'm pretty sure it was. because I'm about to slam the game. We waited for that game like crazy, and it came out, and it was so bad and unplayable and stuff, and your heart broke because you were like, I wanted to live the adventure of E.T. It's not like this nowadays, man. It's like you have your hopes up. You're like, man, I hope it looks cool or believable, or I hope this is in it. And then they blow your expectations out of the water. They give you everything you ever wanted and stuff you didn't even know you wanted, and suddenly you're playing a game where like Aquaman can spear somebody and feed him to a shark. Like, that's nuts. Like, I'm so glad I lived not to see social justice or freedom for all or love for mankind. I'm just so glad I lived long enough to see a game where Aquaman picks up somebody with a trident and feeds them to a shark, man. That technology caught up with our imaginations and allowed us to, them, not us, I didn't do shit, allow them to do something as cool as Injustice. This game rocks.
Yes, Aquaman got